Like we always do about this time.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? It's
What
your
up,
boy,
dog?
Wildcard Mar, Detroit Mail. It's your favorite podcast, gang.
Gang.
I often wonder podcast in the building. Welcome to another episode again. We appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all follow us on all our social media platforms.
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. And then you can always download episodes on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast needs.
Right.
But you can always
MySpace.
MySpace. Damn. But you can always go to your respective app store, whether it's the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and download the IOW Network app. And you can always catch reruns of I Often Wonder podcast, of course, IOW Sports, our sister podcast company, LJ Presents, Air Paradoxica, White Vault, all that, Dirty Hills.
Right.
Some great music from independent mainstream artists. I mean, it's all there. It's all on the app. It's very enjoyable. You'll love it. We definitely love it, not just being, biased. We're just telling the truth. Hey, it's a good app. It's a great app. Good content on there. But no, we are here because, just had well, I mean, just had Thanksgiving. We're coming up on Christmas, and I just kind of wanted to talk about traditions, and not just traditions. Is it okay to make new traditions? Like for instance, so here's a weird one. So Thanksgiving, you traditionally eat turkey, stuffings, greens, mac and cheese, all that. Right. And I've had that all my life. So once I got to my own house with my own family, I made a new tradition to not cook tradition food. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a Thanksgiving I made steaks. We did steak and crab legs, and then there was one where
steak and Jameis Winston's.
Yeah, we did steak and Jameis Winston. Yeah, that's a new one. I like that. Next year there was another year I did barbecue. I smoked some slabs of ribs and had baked beans and all the barbecue fixings that you think of. And let's be honest, there's a difference between barbecue from Kansas City and Midwest and to like barbecue for like people up north, because like they barbecue is like burgers and hot dogs. Now, this is barbecue. So I did that for Thanksgiving. Sometimes I like to break up a tradition and make a new tradition. Hey, what kind of traditions you got over there, man?
We used to go pick up holes and hey man, everybody got their own tradition, bro. I'm just saying. We knocking my tradition.
I'm not knocking it, but like, is that like a whole family affair? Just grabbing hoes?
We all go out and grab my mama too. Hey, ho, come here. Got Nana out there on the cane. You want a walker? Where you going in? Come get these hoes.
Gotta get these hoes. I hope your mama ain't watching this episode.
I come from a family of cooks, man. My grand aunt owned a restaurant. a lot of my aunts own restaurants, and my mom and I had a catering company, so we cooked a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when we do themes, especially on Christmas. So like one time we did an international theme, and we did like dishes from all around the world. Then a couple times, plus we sprinkled a little other traditional stuff, like we had collards and we had mac, because you know how some people gonna be like,
yeah, where's the traditional stuff at?
I like all that, but where the greens at? Where the macaroni at? So we had all that. Then one year we did.
Oh, you mean them uncultured motherfuckers?
You know how it is. Like we did. I made some calamari, some egg rolls.
That's dope.
Things like that. Lasagna. What else we did? We made lamb. I put a turkey on the grill. We did a lot of different, from all over the world. My mom made some kind of German dish. I remember, I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So we do that. So, and we used to go to the movie. All the cousins, when we was younger, all the cousins would get together and go to the movie.
You know, it's crazy. We did that too. Thanksgiving Day, we eat, and then the cousins, right. We go out, and it didn't matter what age. So if you weren't driving age, all the cousins get dropped off and watch the movie.
Right.
And then, once we got of age, we were driving to the movies.
Right.
Yeah, and once we get grown, we taking all our kids to the movies. So it's like, that's part of traditions, man. I love it, man.
Now, as far as like new traditions, I don't know, because we always doing something different. Lately, since a lot of people have got older and got their own families, don't be as many of us as it used to be.
Yeah.
So that's almost like a new tradition. It's just usually like my sister and her husband, my niece and nephews. If my kids come, then they'll be there. And my mom, her husband, mom. And that usually be it. Or sometimes my brother-in-law's, brother and wife and his kids come over. And that usually be it.
Yeah.
So, it's a smaller gathering than it usually be. Every now and then you might get somebody drop over different years. But for the most part, it don't be a lot of us now, because everybody got their own family. A couple of my cousins moved so far out.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do all that.
You got a fried chicken to go to their house. But I like traditions, but because they create memories,
Yeah,
it's those things you can go like, man, we used to do such and such, such and such. So I like them, but at the same time, I think it's good to mix it up. I think you gotta have that balance. You keep some of the tradition, so like when your kids grow up, they can kind of follow along that tradition, but at the same time, you sprinkle some new stuff in there.
Kind of introduce them now.
Try to introduce stuff. I'm big on learning new things and teaching, the younger people new things, have them embrace new things. Because
that's fair.
I ran into a lot of people who in their 60s, 70s on up, and all they know is what they know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't budging, and they ain't moving. They like, nope, I ain't gonna do it. And I think that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I think there's sometimes that people can they get so stuck with certain traditions that they won't budge. And
right.
Done that way, like it was done all the whole time, or it is like, I think they, certain people can miss out on certain memories and certain moments that you can organically get and
right.
You could possibly miss because you're so stuck in your traditional, I gotta have it this type of way. And honestly, I think you can apply that to a lot of things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like relationships, how people traditionally think about that, how people traditionally think about gender roles.
Yeah. That's actually a great one right there, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you brought that up, it's kind of not on tradition as we talking about, but that's a thing that you see that's actually something new. Talking about gender roles, because I follow this doctor, she's a urologist. I like some of the topics she puts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dr. Malik. And so I follow and watch her on Twitter and on YouTube. And she was saying, so she talked about a lot of sex themes, like one of the things she said I thought was interesting. She said, "How long does sex last?" And you'd be surprised. The average time is 5 minutes.
Shit, I ain't no shame in my game, man.
Well, I'm saying,
hey, bro, I'm 34 with kids. I ain't trying to be there a whole hour no more. I ain't 18, 17 no more doing a whole hour like I'm, J Speed, Mr. Porno, man. No, we came here for a mission. They get it done. Right. But we got shit to do.
Well, but that's not including foreplay. That's from penetration to ejaculation. That's
no. I ain't even talking about foreplay.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. That's what the average time is.
Now I foreplay in the middle of it. We just
like take a little clitoris, take a little titty, mix it up. You know what I'm saying? A little tongue here. Huh?
Yeah.
You good, right? You good? All right,
yeah.
No, but
you can multitask.
Come on, bro. My point to that is as she was talking, she was saying, now she started saying, well, that's traditional male and female. It's not those the research they did wasn't including same sex relationships. And I bring that up to kind of think it's interesting now that people, when they speak about relationships, they interject that part now. Before, it was automatic, just assume male and female relationships. Now, it's the people saying either they're saying the study is based on male, female, or they say it's included in all relationships. When traditionally we didn't use that. We just automatically assumed it was a hetero relationship because that's what predominates the world right now.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting when you said tradition. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
You starting to see it creep in.
Yeah.
So would that be now a new, taking that tradition, I said more of a trend, but would that be something new that people start doing and be more common to interject, homo relationships instead of hetero?
Yeah. And honestly, it's funny that we say that because I think that once you start to live a little bit more in life, it comes to a point where sometimes maybe traditions can at moments be so important, and sometimes they can you be like, you know what, I still need to live my life, and you kind of put it to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's more of a individual case by case situation when it comes to traditions, and not just simple traditions like we play Monopoly on Thanksgiving at the fam, but sometimes, and kind of what you were saying, traditionally thinking about relationships or gender roles, it's like sometimes it's okay to evolve from what was the genesis in the beginning and to evolve into what you're dealing with in society right now. That's just the society we're living in right now. It's not just 100% heterosexual relationships or just gender roles, as in a man, you be a man, you go out, go get the bacon, and women, you go sit in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. That's such an old traditionalist way of shit, but that's not always the reality of right now. So it's okay to evolve.
It's okay. I mean, we ain't always got to start the foreplay. She can.
Yeah.
I can be sitting down watching TV. She just like zoop. Let the monster out. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be waiting on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to wait. You ain't got to ask. Just come get it.
Mel says sometimes you can just pull it out, damn it.
You know what I'm saying? I got no problem with that. So this don't be pulling out like the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get the cereal. Then you just pull it out like that. What's what you doing?
Whatever, your little nasty ass be in the middle of the aisle, be like,
I can't lie, depending what kind of mood I'm in. I might be like,
see.
I said, no, I wouldn't do that, but
see,
go and do your thing.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to disappoint in that. You know what I'm saying?
You was a straight fool.
You took the initiative.
Yeah, see,
you know what I'm saying?
See, you are taking the train off the tracks, and that is my cue to go ahead and start shutting it down. So, folks, look, we just wanted to hop on here real quick, and because Thanksgiving already happened. We're coming up on Christmas. New Year's is coming, and it just traditional sometimes it's a good thing, and then sometimes it's like, but can you make sure that you upgrade it or update it to actual real life that you're living in the moment? So look, drop in the comments, tell us what you think. Like always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification.
Right.
Spread the word of what we're doing. And look, until next time.
Hey man, before you get out, I want to shout out to a lot of my coworkers who are coming up to me. Hey man, I'm watching the podcast. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love.
No. We appreciate it because we
appreciate
trying to build something. We trying to build something.
And shout out to our overseas viewers. We appreciate the love.
Yeah. Hey. Now I'm glad you said that, because we always are very appreciative of whatever feedback and everybody that contributes that and always show us love. So definitely. But until the next time for another episode of Eye Off the Wanted podcast, your favorite podcast, gang. It's your boy Wildcard Mar, Detroit Mel. We are signing off. It's been real. Peace. Wow.